So I went to court today. I had court today, and I was nervous. I didn't want to go. I delayed getting ready and everything. Like, I had to turn myself in this morning. Child, let me tell you. So I get to court this morning, right? I'm late by 15, 20 minutes. Couldn't find parking. I live in the city. And the meter ain't want to work. It ain't want to take my dollars. Finally, when I found parking, the meter ain't want to take my dollars. So I get up to the courtroom or whatever, and the lady, I guess she, as soon as I walk out the door, I've never met my victim advocate, whatever, but she was like, Jasmine, yes, me. So we sitting out talking or whatever, and I'm just asking her about, you know, what it is that he's actually being offered. They were like offering him, the max that they could give him is 18 months, right? So they were trying to say, well, he got to do 364 in jail, and then he could do the rest of the time on probation. His public defender or whatever was trying to get it to where he had to do a year and he get jail credit, time served, and released today. Hold on, wait, what? When I said yesterday they was going to let that man go over to take the cuffs off right now, I was just playing. I wasn't serious. Like, leave them cuffs on, officer. He's a problem. So I'm sitting there debating the whole time if I'm really going to get his statement, right? Because I sat down and I came up with something. And I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, I really don't even feel like reading all that because I'm nervous and I just don't even want to be bothered. So I wasn't going to say anything because I really didn't feel as though it was going to make a difference. So I get in there and I see the judge and she looked like me. And when I seen that she looked like me, I kind of got a sense of peace. And I was like, okay. And then I listened to her talk. And it wasn't a case when I walked in. So she was just, casual conversation with her colleagues or whatever. And saying the endeavors that she was looking to get into. Different things that she was looking to practice or whatever. And so when the case started, she got to the part where she asked if the victim wanted to make a statement. Now, y'all just asked me yesterday if I wanted to make a statement for court today. I'm a bit nervous. But I'm like, you know what? I can do this. Because I see her doing what she's doing. And for some reason, that just gave me so much strength. So I got up there and I didn't read anything off my paper. I explained like the history of our relationship and how long we had been together. And since 2022, me trying to leave, right? I have experienced nothing but stalking and harassment. And it stages to, when a woman tries to leave her abuser, and stalking and murder being like right there. The last like 2 or something like that. So like, give me a break. Please give me a break because he constantly has these repeated offenses. He has a pattern, and it's like nobody is picking up on that pattern, right? And so I brought the whole statistical thing into it, and then I was just like, for the sake of my kids, like, this is going on for too long, and I just want it to be done. So she gonna turn to him and be like, do you want to say anything? What? First of all, I asked y'all to go to trial. This is not that. Why are we giving this man a chance to speak? He gonna say, actually, Your Honor, I do. I was done at the point. I'm just sitting there in the back of the courtroom like, yo, this man cannot be serious. So he gonna say, I understand, I've done a lot of things to hurt a lot of people, but I really want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. He was saying something like he's been through a lot. He been through a lot, growing up, this, that, and the third, and he hasn't always made the best decisions, but he wants to be able to reacclimate himself to society. That's like a famous term that they use, boy. And so, to be able to provide for his kids, So she kept saying like, sir, I appreciate your statement. I appreciate you acknowledging, that, you've done wrong and you've caused harm. Now, I'm sitting here thinking this lady's about to give him a pass. I'm like, yo, like, no. God, like, I'm trusting you. Like, but whatever be your will, God. But I know y'all not about to give him no pass again. So she go over his history. Now, I guess they do go over the history, but she like did it on a record, and it stated at the end, she was like, the reason I went over your criminal history like I did is so I can show a pattern. We always, like, basically saying like, you've been in this type of situation numerous times before. We're constantly giving you short sentences, constantly giving you probation, and here we are yet again. So she was like, the max I could do is 18 months, so I'm going to give you a year, and then you got to do the rest on probation. I'm just sitting here like, okay, one out the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, baby, it got to be some different kind of ways and methods or something, because the fact that it was like I found out everything about what was going on in a progress throughout this case after the fact. Calls, voicemails, all that, emails returned after the fact. That's not cool. That's like y'all just totally disregarding what a victim actually has gone through. And it need to be a change to that. Real talk. But now that that's over, gotta figure life out. And what our next move is going to be. Because I'm tired of being on the run. I'm tired of feeling like I gotta be in survival mode constantly. At a moment, I gotta escape potentially. Like, I want to get settled. I want my babies to be settled. I want to be able to flourish in my career and not have to look over my shoulder because I got somebody who obsessed with me for whatever reason.